Today we are going to learn chemical formula. Now, to know chemical formula, as you are in O level, I'm assuming you know the symbols of elements in the periodic table. If you don't, please don't watch this video before knowing the symbols. I'm assuming that you know that Na means sodium, K means potassium. This thing you must know. So, how do you write a chemical formula? When we are writing a chemical formula of an ionic compound, before that, let me give you an example of an ionic compound. Sodium oxide, potassium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium sulfate. An ionic compound is a compound where you will always have a metal in it. So it's pretty straightforward. If in any compound, if you see a metal, it is an ionic compound. So how do you write the formula of ionic compound? Well, before writing the ionic compound, if you look at the periodic table, you know there are groups: group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7, group 8. In this group, our goal is to find the ion of an element. Remember, if an atom is in group 1, its ion would be +1. If it in group 2, its ion would be +2. If it is in group 3, the ion would be +3. If it is in group 4, you don't have to learn group 4 right now. If it is in group 5, the ion would be -3. Remember that. If it is in group 6, the ion would be -2. If it is in group 7, the ion would be -1. This is something you need to remember, memorize, and understand by heart. Example, very easy. In group 1, we can see sodium. So sodium will always be sodium plus. The ion of sodium is sodium plus. In group 2, there is one atom called magnesium. So we can say magnesium 2 plus. In group 3, we have aluminium. So we can say aluminium 3 plus. In group 5, we have phosphorus or nitrogen, right? So nitrogen would be N3 minus. And in group 6, there is oxygen. It would be O2 minus. In group 7, there is chlorine. So it would be Cl minus. This is something you need to know at first. So step 1, you know the ions. I'm giving you one example. In this is step 1, how to find an ion. If somebody tell me barium chloride, what is step 1? Step 1 is I need to know the ion of barium. Now, how do I know that? Barium is in group 2, right? If you look at the periodic table, you would see it's in group 2. So the ion of barium would be barium 2 plus, right? Just the ion. Remember the ion. Now, besides, there are some ions which you would not find in periodic table. And these ions you need to memorize. And I need you to write it down on your paper, practice it 100 times, write it 100 times so that you can practice it. And these ions are this. You do not find it in the periodic table, you need to memorize it. Sulfate. The formula is SO4 2 minus. Here ion is not 4, the ion is 2 minus. Okay. Nitrate, NO3, just 1 minus. Hydroxide, OH minus. Ammonium, NH4 plus. Carbonate, CO3, 2 minus. Hydrogen carbonate, hydrogen carbonate. What is the formula? HCO3 minus. Very simple. I need you to remember only these ions, nothing less, nothing more. If you can learn this, you are done. For O level, you are done. Just learn this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ions you need to remember, you need to memorize. You need to memorize by heart, by writing. Let me help you on some cases, something here, which is CO3 and SO4 are 2 minus, and nitrate, hydroxide, and bicarbonate or hydrogen carbonate are minus, and ammonium is NH4 plus. If you can write 100 times in a copy, you would know that you know everything that you have to know to write the chemical formula. So what are the things that we need to know? Step 1, we need to know what are the ions that it has. How do I know ions? By looking at the group in which they belong to. If it is in group 1, it's plus 1, group 2, plus 2, group 3, plus 3, group 5, minus 3, group 6, minus 2, group 7, minus 1. And the other ions that are not found in periodic table you need to memorize those. Before starting the next video where we would practically find out the chemical formula, I need you to finish this and learn this by heart. Allah Hafiz.